Hi, I'm Rebecca from DevourDinner.com, and today I'm going to show you a quick and simple recipe for skillet corn. This is a sweetened corn recipe in a creamy kind of a sauce. It's wonderful. It's a great side dish for any meal, and it's so quick to throw together. You will never serve up a boring plain old can of corn again. Making skillet corn is really easy. Let me tell you about the ingredients that I'm using today. We'll be using some corn. Now I'm gonna use frozen corn. This is about 24 ounces of frozen corn. You can also use canned corn, or you can cut the corn right off the cob. It's the freshest and the best. However you choose, it all works. Then we'll also be using about 2 tablespoons of butter, along with 2 tablespoons of honey. We'll season it with some salt and pepper. You could also season with some seasoning salt as well. And then we'll be adding in some cream cheese. Let's get started. We'll start by placing our skillet over a medium to a medium-high heat. We're gonna add in our 2 tablespoons of butter, and on top of that, we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of honey as well. While we allow the butter to melt, we're just going to mix it in with the honey. You can see it's already starting to kind of sizzle up. If you wanted, you could also add a little bit of garlic, but I do love it just the way the recipe is written. Once that butter and honey is all melted together, we're going to add the frozen corn. This is 24 ounces of frozen corn. Make sure to just toss the corn in that butter and the honey to coat it. The frozen corn will add a little bit more liquid into the cast iron skillet as it starts to cook. This is gonna cook for about 6 to 8 minutes so we can heat up that corn. If there's any larger pieces of corn all grouped together, just break those up. If you like, you can cover your skillet. This will help trap in all of the heat and the extra moisture that's coming off of the frozen corn to allow it to just simmer together. Now we just let it cook. Shameless plug here. This is excellent, but don't forget to like and subscribe. I put out a new video every week. Make sure to periodically stir the corn. It'll also give you an indication of how much liquid is left in the bottom. After it has cooked on the skillet for 6 to 8 minutes, then let's go ahead and add some softened cream cheese right to the top. Now this will just easily melt in with the heat. As you're stirring this together, go ahead and add some salt, some pepper. You can add some garlic powder, some onion powder, and stir it all up. Feel free to add a tablespoon or 2 of water right into the corn mixture. It helps to soften up that cream cheese and make it smooth. Then go ahead and just plate it up. Doesn't that look wonderful? I can't wait to dive in. Skillet corn has a hint of sweetness from that honey, and then the creamy texture from the cream cheese. Seasoned with a little salt and pepper, it's wonderful. If you want to make this into a Mexican street corn, you can do that by adding some cumin and some garlic powder and some chili powder, along with some cheeses and cilantro. It's also heaven. Fantastic.